Good morning, Lena. Good morning, how are you, my dear? How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Lena. Appreciate you. Just setting up just a bit before we get started. Good morning, my queen. I am good. I'm good. It's Saturday. It's Saturday, and Lena is here with me. Isn't that amazing? Thank you so much. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, my sis, my kindred spirit. Thank you. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much. Oh, that is amazing. Your son is getting baptized today. That is amazing. Congratulations to him, Lena. This is a big step. This is a major step. Angels are rejoicing. The devil has lost another one. Oh, oh. The devil has lost another one. Amazing. Amazing. Congratulations to him. Good morning and welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Amazing, Lena. That's absolutely amazing. Yes, yes, exactly. Okay. Oh, I thought it was going to be later on and you would be able to be there. Oh, wow. Wow. I really hope there's a recording for you. I remember too when I got baptized here, excuse me, in Canada, my mom was not able to be here. You know, that was very hard for her as well. That was quite a while back. But yes, she was not able to be here. So I really hope there's some type of recording that you can get and it can be shared with you. So at least you would be able to see him. That's amazing. I have sons, so that's something so close to my heart. Good morning, English. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Good morning. We're going to get started shortly. Thank you so much. Just turn the camera around while we continue to fellowship a little together before we get started. I'll turn the green screen off. Thank you so much, English. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. That's wonderful. We'll pray that all goes well. Continues his faith walk, Lena. God continues to cover and protect him. I know it won't be easy, but I know he'll get through it. He will definitely get through it. Let us just say a word of prayer before we get started. Just turn our background music down a bit. Dear Lord and Heavenly Father, we just want to thank each and every person here with us live this morning. It is Saturday morning, and we appreciate them. Many persons are either going to work, on their commute, having a walk this Saturday. They're already at work, or it's their downtime. It's now their weekend where they get time to rest and reset. But we appreciate everyone who is here this morning. Thank you, dear Lord, for Lena's son. We know angels are rejoicing, and we pray, dear God, that you go before him, stay behind him, and send his guardian angel to continue to walk along with him on his faith walk and on his faith journey. This is a huge step, and we are so proud. I ask you to cover Lena, give her strength, even though she won't be there. But I know he knows that mom is proud and that he has done well. Bless this podcast this morning, dear God. Let it be an inspiration to at least one person. Let it bless at least one soul. Let somebody share it with someone else who may need to hear what we are about to talk about today. We thank you for continuing to bless this series and everyone that shows up either live or on the replay. Bless, protect, and guide us. We ask in your holy name. Amen. 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 Good morning and thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who is here. We appreciate you. I'm doing very well in English. It's Saturday morning. It's Saturday. It is 5:32 a.m. in Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Roxy. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for stopping by. So it's 5 a.m. here in Ontario, Canada. It is Saturday, but we're still going to push through because I know this may bless someone or kickstart. We've been talking about goals. We've been talking about staying motivated. We've been talking about how difficult it is in achieving our goals and staying motivated and getting out of a rut. And so I pray that this continues to bless each and every one who gets the opportunity to join us live or to join us on the replay. It is absolutely appreciated. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I know this is Saturday morning early for many, or it is Saturday already that you've started your day. You're either at work, you're on your downtime. So if you're on your downtime, I appreciate that so much. I know many persons would want to take an hour more just to sleep, but I appreciate that. And even if you can't stay for the entire hour, I know you'll catch it on a replay, and I appreciate that as well. So good morning, and thank you so much for joining. We are very intentional about our hour, so we'll get started. Roxy, you just wake up. Oh, I appreciate you, Roxy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you will be blessed in what we'll talk about today. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you, English. Thank you for being here. So welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Hour of Power with your host, Kiers Royal. I'm excited to be here this morning. It's Saturday. I almost never get up so early on a Saturday, but I'll just remind you that I've done recommitment with my goals, and one of them is to get up much more earlier, to spend time with God, and then to be consistent with my content. And that is the goal that I have set. Remind yourself of the goals that you have. If you need to reframe them, restructure them, so that you can achieve them. This is our space to get motivated, inspired, and empowered in order to live our best life. Today's topic will dig into ambition versus potential. I know we've heard those words so many times. Ambition versus potential. What is the difference? We've always heard people say, oh, he has so much potential. She has so much potential. You have so much potential. But somehow it felt like a reminder versus a compliment. Or maybe you've always been told, you're so ambitious. Oh, you're chasing your dreams. But then no matter how you push, it feels like you're not getting a breakthrough. That's because there's a difference between ambition and potential. We're not alone in this. Many of us are stuck either in between both, or we don't really have clarity on the difference, and we're not sure which one or which stage we're at. Is it ambition or is it potential? So we're going to unpack in our hour this morning what ambition really is versus potential, why one without the other can actually hold you back, and how to align them both in order for you to grow into the person you were meant to be. Whether you're at home, on your commute, just waking up like Foxy Roxy and giving this podcast a listening ear, you're already in your work day like Lena, or your Saturday morning or Saturday like Lena in English, early bird like Tallman. Let's dive in and figure out how to bring our drive and our gifts together, how to align potential and ambition. So let's start with understanding ambition versus potential. Let's look at the simple definitions. Ambition, let's look at potential first. Let me go to potential first. Potential is what you could do. Your natural gifts, your skills, your intelligence, creativity, and your capacity that's already inside of you. Ambition is the desire, the drive to actually use that potential. It's the spark that says, I want to go further. I know I can do this. I want to be better. There's no stopping me now. That's ambition. We can even look at it in simpler terms. Potential is the seed, and ambition is the sunlight and the water that helps it to grow. Thank you so much, English. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for those who are just joining. We appreciate you. Thank you. We're looking at ambition versus potential. A lot of us have the seed, but we never water it. We haven't had that spark lit to drive it through ambition, to grow that seed that we know is inside of us, because we all have potential. Anything that you want to achieve, it's because there is something inside of you, the gift that God has given you, the potential that you have. If you're parents, when you look at your children, you see their potential. You know when they're not at their best. But what does it take for them to actually get to their best, get to, people would always say, their full potential? It is their ambition. You need to want it. You need to have the drive to grow that potential into something beautiful. Thank you so much, Roxy, for the loves and hearts. I appreciate you. So some people are ambitious, on the other hand, full of energy, but they're planning their effort in the wrong soil, or planting their effort in the wrong soil. They don't really fit their natural strength. So here's the thing about potential. It's both a gift and it could also be a trap. Thank you, English. Appreciate you. And why do I say this? Because when people keep telling you, you have so much potential, it feels like praise, but it's often a gentle nudge that you're actually not there yet. Let me give you an example. Last year, when my son was in the 8th grade, my eldest, and I went to the one-on-one with the teacher, she was like, he has so much potential, but I don't think he's given it his all. I don't think he's putting in everything. I think he can achieve so much more. And I said to her, you are there with him. You see what he's doing. Challenge him. Give him more. It's okay with me, even if he has to do homework. Because here, generally, I'm not sure in the UK, in South Africa, in India, Pakistan, or the United States. I know I grew up in Jamaica and we had homework. Canada, the school system says they do not pressure the children at the elementary stage, and they do not get homework. And I said to her, challenge him. If you see that potential, and I also know that my child is full of potential, I'm going to ask you as the teacher, for him to get to where he needs to be, challenge him. If he has homework, we will reassign and repurpose things that he has to do in terms of extracurricular activities, but challenge him with more. And she agreed. But then when I came home, I challenged him too. I said, you know what you're capable of. I know you can do it. And I've asked your teacher to challenge you. And I'm looking at it now, I guess I lit that spark to drive, or to fuel rather, his ambition. And by the end of that school year, he was the top of his class and went into graduation just last June, as the highest achiever for the year across the 8th grade stream. Well done. That's right, Lena. Well done. Because potential, as we have just learned, is the seed. But we need ambition to water that seed. India. Okay, English. You are from India. Thank you for reminding me. Potential is the possibility. I don't remember if Roxy remembers this song, but the song that talks about possibility. I am a great big bundle of potentiality, and I'm learning. So potential is possibility. Yes, Roxy says yes. It doesn't pay our bills. It doesn't change our lives. It's like having a brand new phone, amazing features, but we never take it out of the box. Potential on its own will not get you to achieving your goals. It will not get you achieving your goals. Again, many of us have grew up with persons. We were in class with students, friends, and you heard teachers saying, oh, that child has so much potential. But years later, they never actually realized that potential. Good morning, my dear. Good morning, my Uncle Barry. Up early. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate you, Uncle Barry. Thank you. You may be going walking a bit later. Thank you so much for stopping by, Uncle Barry. So we've heard friends that we've grown up with, that we've been to school with, and we've heard family or friends or teachers saying, that child has so much potential. But without the ambition, when we saw them later in life, they probably didn't fulfill all of that. But on the opposite side, there was this one child who just kept working at it. Didn't stand out as the one with the most potential, but they put their ambition into action. The magic actually happens when we fuel our ambition, when we use that ambition to put action to potential. Are you still stuck in your comfort zone of potential? Or are you fueling that potential with ambition? Let's all think about it. Am I still stuck in having all this potential, knowing that there is a seed planted within me, that I am capable to do it, but I'm just stuck being comfortable that I have potential? What am I doing to drive it, to put it in action, to turn it into ambition? What am I doing? Let's all reflect and think about that. Roxy is giving Barry blessings. Barry's returning his blessings. Living with Lena is greeting everyone. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I know it's early. I know it's already within your day. Appreciate you all. And thank you for all those listening on the replay. If for any reason this resonates with you, remember to share it with a friend. Remember to engage by giving it a like, a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, remember to subscribe. I appreciate you all. And we do sometimes as well confuse our potential with our progress. But we'll never get rewarded for what we could do. In your job, have you ever, in your professional appraisal or your performance appraisal, your manager or supervisor said to you, you know what, Cares? I'm going to, out of a 5, you're being scored out of 5, and said to you, you're really at a 2, but because I see your potential, I'm going to top this score up to 4. I've never experienced that. I've always been told that I'm being scored on what can be measured and what has been tracked for my performance so far, and that's the reason I was awarded that score. I have never been reviewed to say, I'm going to give you a bonus because I know you have the potential to do better for the upcoming year. I'm going to give you a raise because I know you have the potential for the upcoming year to meet your sales targets. I've never, and I know most of you will agree, Uncle Barry is saying so true. I've never experienced a friend saying to me, oh my word, I've received a promotion because my boss sees that I have potential to go places. We are never rewarded We are never rewarded for what we could do. So let's be realistic. So true. Lena says, yes, that's true. Let's be realistic. If you are sitting on your gifts and waiting for the right time, if you are thinking about starting a business, starting your channel, Uncle Barry sharing, he says they will just say good job. Exactly, Uncle Barry. They will just say good job. If you're sitting on the gifts that is inside of you, waiting on the right time for someone to pat you on the shoulder and tell you that you can do it, or for someone to notice your potential, you will be stuck in your potential zone. Fuel your potential with ambition. Ambition is what pulls you out of that comfort zone and into motion. Absolutely, you'll just get good job. You will just get good job. Let's look at the force of ambition. Ambition often gets a bad reputation, as if being ambitious means that you're selfish, that you're arrogant, or that you're greedy. Thank you so much, Barry. Please remember to hit the like if you're stopping by, if you're on the replay. So a lot of times we are ambitious, because when you're ambitious, you're confident, because now your spark is lit, your fire is burning, and you're putting that potential into motion. And it gets misconstrued of being arrogant. It gets misconstrued of being selfish or greedy. But healthy ambition is really just that hunger to grow and to make the most of what you're capable of. How can you stretch beyond where you are today? Thank you for being here, still English. Ambition pushes you. So let us ask ourselves, how can we stretch beyond where our current state is to where we would like to be? What do we need to do to go beyond this stage? And if we are in our comfort zone of potential, how do we get unstuck? Here's the catch. Ambition without direction is like running fast, but you're actually on a treadmill. You're working hard, but you're not getting anywhere. Let's say someone is ambitious about becoming a celebrity, for example, a famous singer, but there's no real passion for music. They've just always been told they have the potential, they love the limelight, they love the spotlight, but they're probably burnt out or feeling unfulfilled. But if that same ambition if it's working, how do I check that, Uncle Barry? I'm still seeing it at 7. But if that same ambition is channeled into something that taps into their natural gifts, for example, mentoring young people or teaching something creative, that's when they really thrive. And if you're just joining, I like to use persons on my live as examples because we're all connected through our channel. And I like to make it as intimate and personal as possible when persons are here who are able to join live. And if you're joining for the first time, you know, as a teacher, they'll say they'll pick on you, but I tend to call you out, but in a positive way, because we all are sharing through our channel and learning about each other through our channel. So if Roxy's still here, I'll pick on Roxy, quote unquote, today or this morning to talk about this example about tapping into your natural gifts. Last night, I watched her video when she was decorating for fall. And if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and connect with Roxy and watch her last video where she was decorating her home with fall colors. It looks absolutely beautiful. But my point is, Roxy has that natural gift. I've seen her also decorating older videos for Christmas, or even showed her home to us or shared her home with us for Christmas. And you can see that she doesn't only have the potential to be creative, she has put it into action and done some beautiful designs in her home. That's tapping into her natural gift. She could have come on our channel and just be sharing any other random thing, but she used what's inside of her, her seed. She's watered it with ambition, and she has given us ideas of how to decorate. And even videos that she hasn't specifically shared about that talent that she has, about that creativity in motion, you can just see from her home that she is putting it into motion. So don't try to steer yourself down paths that isn't the actual seed that's inside of you. I do have cooking videos on my page, on my channel, but that was just me pushing myself out to actually begin content creation. Lifestyle may not be the path that I take, but my first attempt at content creation was for you to connect with me, for me to share that personal side of me first. But you may not always see me doing a cooking video, because that may not be my natural gift like Roxy. And Roxy's sharing with us. She's saying, I love decorating homes. So let's see Roxy a year, 2 years from now. She may be putting out content where she's actually staging homes, if probably she just hasn't shared that with us as yet. She's being consulted by real estate agents. She's being consulted by persons who have just bought homes and would love for her to decorate for them. And she now has a team with her. That's Roxy watering that with her ambition. Uncle Barry's saying he will check it out because he has to get that Christmas spirit. She started with fall, Uncle Barry. Don't push us into Christmas yet. I know she'll take us into Christmas, but she has She has started with the fall. She has started with the fall for now. Right? So, how do we strike the balance? Let's now look at aligning or ambition with potential. Aligning or ambition with potential. Good morning, Priscilla. Thank you so much for being here. How are you, Priscilla? Thank you. Thank you for being here. And Roxy sharing Uncle Barry. She's saying she has last year's Christmas tour. How do we bring these two powerful forces together? Let's look at a 4-step approach. Awesome, my sis Priscilla. You are doing fine. Awesome. Let's look at it as in 4 steps rather. Number 1, discover your strengths. Ask yourself, what do I naturally do well? What do I naturally do well? Where do I feel most alive and engaged? Personally, for me, it's talking. If you have come across me in your chats, on your lives, and on your actual long form videos, because sometimes I'm replaying your live, and if I'm replaying, I may catch the first part, but I may not always catch every single thing in the middle. But if I'm actually on your long form content most of the time, and there's things that I want to catch or really resonated with me, you'll see me commenting in your long form maybe 2 or 3 times. If I actually caught you live, you'll see me running all around in your chat. I love to talk. I love to talk. I'm a bit shy when you get to know me at first, but once I'm comfortable, you'll hear me talking away. You'll see me in your chats talking away. Sometimes you probably don't even get to what I'm saying, the way I'm just chit-chatting in your live. But that's just me. That's just me. Thank you so much, English. Thank you. I appreciate you, sis. Bye for now. And I'll see you soon over on your channel. Thank you so much, English. Good morning, Cast and TV. Thank you so much for joining. How are you this morning? Thank you. I know it is early. Thank you so much. Castan, you're just here and you're saying it's true. What is true? Are you saying I'm chit-chatting a lot? Are you saying I chit-chat a lot? So number 1, we're discovering what our strengths are. So let's ask ourselves, what do I do naturally? Where do I feel alive and most engaged? What do people often ask me for help with? Like in my family, I'm always been asked, can you write this for me? I need to do a tribute. Or can you read this and maybe reframe or reword it for me? So that's what I usually represent in my family, because I chit chat and I talk, or we're having a get together. Can you be the host? Or we're having this. Can you be a co-host? So I have always just been known to be the one that will be confident or will not shy away from talking. Think about yourself and how you are represented, or how you represent your personal brand among your friends, your family, on your channel. Barry represents himself well. He walks consistently, so he's not only telling you to do it, he is the example of what he's saying. So his passion there is to get us all healthy by taking the first step. And along his walk, he's encouraging others. We can clearly see how alive and engaged he is on his walks. He has his accountability partner, his wife, the fit as a fiddle, Aunt Liz with him, keeps him hydrated, lets him know when it's time to wind down and when to stop. They're tapping in to their natural gifts of encouraging others and doing it with a message to let us know that it's never too late to start with taking care of ourselves through exercise by starting with one simple step that will keep us moving and keep us walking. Number 2, set clear, ambitious goals. Don't just want your success, define it. If you've been able to watch previous episodes, we spoke about having SMART goals, being specific with our goals, being able to measure it so that we can track it, ensuring that those goals are attainable or achievable, ensuring that our goals are relevant, and that they are time-bound. If you don't put a time, you'll get comfortable. Uncle Barry sharing, Liz, is so on point. Thank you. You're welcome, Uncle Barry. So let's set clear, ambitious goals. Use your SMART framework to achieve them. Number 3, invest in your growth. We're all, if not most of us who are here right now, are content creators, and we are actually investing in our content. If we have a business or if we are parents, we are investing. You are investing your time. Many of us are investing monetarily to create content, to keep engagement. Why not invest in your personal growth as well? Because if you're not growing or investing in yourself, it won't drive your ambition to grow your business, to grow your channel, or anything at all that you're working on. Thank you so much, Uncle Barry. Skills don't build themselves. When we read or learn or take courses, we need to put those into action. If you need to take a course to help you with whatever content you're working on, there are many options for free courses or courses that have very low value online. Right here, YouTube is one of the biggest growing university I know of right now where you can learn and do your personal development and to hone your skills. The more you build your capabilities, the more your ambition has to work with. It gives it more space. Remember, you don't have to do everything all at once. It takes time. And number 4, show up consistently. And if you were here at the beginning, that's the recommitment I made, to show up consistently. on my channel. It took a lot because I'm not necessarily up this early, especially on a Saturday morning. But one of my small goals in order to achieve my large goal, because remember, we need to break our goals down. So if our large goal looks unattainable, for us to stay motivated, we need to break those down, or that goal down rather, into smaller goals. And one of mine is showing up consistently. Ambition fuels motivation. The more your ambition has to work with, the more disciplined you will be, and you will get results. You will get results. Every small step compounds over time. If you're more on the financial side, look at compound interest and how much of a huge difference that makes to your bottom line. Let me get some water. So let us reflect. Are we discovering our strengths? Are we actually tapping in to our natural gifts? Or are we headed in a direction where we're getting closer to our burnt out stage, or feeling unfulfilled because we're not tapping into our true potential and giving it sunlight and water with our ambition? Uncle Barry is sharing. He's saying, I love that, taking small steps to exactly, Uncle Barry. And if you have the time, definitely go on the replay where we spoke about our goals and how to break that down into smaller goals to achieve them. If, for example, many of us tap in because we have our exercise and our fitness goals, Uncle Barry, and if I've given my goal to lose 30 pounds in the next 6 months, every morning I'm going to feel, oh boy, can I really lose that 30 pounds? But guess what? What I can do, I can start with a small step. I can just wake up an hour earlier or half an hour earlier every day, or 2 times for the week, or 3 times for the week. And I remember saying, at least I can do 30 minutes. Uncle Barry said, I can do, you can do even 20 minutes. That's now one of my small goals. In time, I won't even remember that I'm waking up an hour early or half an hour early to just get in 20 minutes of walking. Then that 20 minutes every day will turn into 1 week. That 1 week has now turned into 2-3 weeks. I'm now at a month. And guess what? I was specific because I said specifically that I wanted to lose 30 pounds in 6 months. My why was clear. I need to be fit. I want to be healthy. I started a routine where I could track it. There's so many things on our phone now where we can track our steps, we can track our progress. I can get an accountability partner, even if they can't walk with me physically. They can check in to say, did you get your walk in today? I was saying on yesterday's podcast that I have a friend group, and one of our friends, she holds us so much accountable. Can I see what you guys are eating for lunch today? Did you guys move today? I made it achievable by saying, okay, even though my large goal is 30 pounds in 6 months, my small goal is achievable. I can get up an hour earlier. I can start with at least 20 minutes for the day. I made it relatable or relevant. If my why is my fitness and my health, I'm starting with walking. And time bound, I gave myself 6 months. And so many other small goals that you can fit in there, which includes your healthy eating, other ways to break it down. And I see a lot of agreement in the chat. Uncle Barry sharing, definitely you can do it. Castan is saying real talk. Absolutely we can do it. We have to know that there is a big difference between our potential and our ambition. But the important thing is getting them both aligned. Getting them both aligned. That's how we will be successful. Let's look at overcoming barriers, because we can always look at the wonderful side of everything, and having that seed growing inside of us is our potential, and lighting that spark and having that drive is our ambition. But there are times that we need to overcome barriers while we're finding that balance or that alignment with both. Blue, good morning, Blue. How are you? We always catch each other on the replay. How are you, Blue? Good morning, good morning. I browsed through and saw that you have new content. How are you doing, Blue? Good morning. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by, my sis. Good morning. We're looking at ambition. Bestie, Simone and Mo. Bestie, you amaze me every day. What is this chat? Good morning, Bestie. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. So let us look at overcoming barriers. It's not always easy to bring ambition and potential together. We were just saying that. Some of the most common roadblocks. I'm going to give you a few seconds to tell me one of the roadblocks. Tell me a roadblock that you would see when we are trying to get aligned with our potential and our ambition. Tell me one of those roadblocks that you think would come up when we're trying to get ourselves aligned with our potential and our ambition. There's no wrong or right answer. No wrong or right answer. Blue is greeting Uncle Barry. Bestie is greeting everyone. Bestie says self-sabotage. Absolutely. And you know what usually causes self-sabotage? Let me finish reading Bestie before I tell you, because that's actually the first one. So good call out, Bestie. So Bestie Simone is sharing self-sabotage, like I am not good enough, I can't do this, there is no way I will do this. Absolutely. And it is the fear of failure. And that's what I had as number one. So good call out, Bestie Simone TV. I'm not even reading out what I'm seeing on my screen. You're Bestie Simone TV. Fear of failure. Bestie said it very well just now. I can't do this. What if I try and it doesn't work? What if you do try and it works? What if you do try and it's successful? Overcome that. Another one is comfort zone. Your comfort zone. And that's when you're stuck in the potential zone. We're all so comfortable. We see our channel growing. We see each other. We're supporting each other. But then sometimes our subscriber count gets stuck. We're growing our business. Customers are coming in. The first month is great. The second month is successful. And then the third month, there's a lull. We've stopped adding new recipes. We've stopped asking our customers, did I serve you well today? Is there anything else that you think I can do better? Because we're stuck in our comfort zone. Uncle Barry sharing, he says, doubt. Exactly, doubt is fear. If you can pass through the gate, you got it right. Living with Lena is sharing, procrastination. Absolutely. I believe we also said that too yesterday. Living with Lena, thank you. Absolutely, exactly. Living with Lena is saying procrastination is the thief of time. I will do it later. Bye, Priscilla. Thank you so much, my dear, for stopping by. I do appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. We're telling ourselves we'll do it later. We've all heard the saying, get outside of your comfort zone. We will never grow in our comfort zone. Yes, some lovely answers, Bestie. Very good answers, because there's no right or wrong answer, but the answers here this morning, they're absolutely on point. Growth does not exist in your comfort zone. Let's say that together again. Growth does not exist in my comfort zone. We will never grow. We will never grow. If you are comfortable with 500 subscribers and being able to go live because you have at least the amount required, but there's a fire being lit to do more. If you're comfortable with sales of only $20,000 a month, but there's so much more potential. If your business sells coffee only, what is stopping you from adding sandwiches? What is stopping you from adding a salad? If you open your business mostly for breakfast, but your business is growing, what's stopping you for reinvesting in that business and go up to lunchtime to pull in the lunchtime crowd? If you're only going live, including myself, what's stopping me from repurposing my live into more long-form content? Nothing. But I need to get out of my comfort zone. We need to get out of our comfort zone. Growth does not exist in our comfort zone. And lastly, comparison. Growing up, My grandfather used to always say, don't compare that child to anyone else. I'm guilty of it sometimes with my children when I want them to push themselves, but it's not good. And I do my best not to. And let's be that for ourselves as well. Don't look at someone else's growth. Don't look at anyone else's success. And as Uncle Barry says, create doubt along your own path by saying, you know, we both started YouTube at the same time, and I'm still struggling with 500 subscribers, and that person is now at 20,000 subscribers. Don't. Do you know we left school at the same time? And he's now a successful doctor, and I'm still here working my 9 to 5. Don't. Don't. You also have that potential. You also have that seed inside of you to create your own path, to fuel that seed with your own ambition, with your drive to become successful. Let's shift our mindset. Failure is not final in any way. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to fall. Sorry about that. If you're an investor, if you also invest, you're a moderate investor, where whatever you earn extra, you'll put it in a fund, you'll buy stocks, you will know that growth does not exist without risk. Uncle Barry is sharing, he says, doubt keeps a lot of people from reaching their full potential. I agree. I agree. Living with Lena is in agreement. Absolutely. Growth requires risk. Growth requires risk. And for us to get out of our comfort zone, of course, we're going to get uncomfortable. We're going to have or feel a little discomfort. Blue is in agreement. She's saying true. We're going to have a little bit of discomfort. Living with Lena is sharing. She says, I have always disliked competition. I agree, especially amongst children, yes. And I know at times I have done that in the past, but I've grown and stepped away from it. But I agree with you, Lena. Then as an adult, it becomes comparison. And she beautifully says, each of us, we are unique. Yes. I agree, Lena. We are all unique. We have our own different talents and gifts wrapped up inside of us in our potential. Uncle Barry sharing, even if you make a mistake, stepping out, it's a learning experience to move forward. Absolutely, Uncle Barry. Failure doesn't mean it ends. Failure provides feedback. Uncle Barry says it provides us with a learning experience. We will then take a step back to say, what can I do better? How can I restructure this? How can I reframe this? What lesson did I learn from this? Let's feel the discomfort and push forward anyway. Successful people do that every day. You and I actually do that every day, and we're not even thinking that we've done it. We've done it before. We've done it before. But now that we know and we can put a name to it, let's keep pushing forward. It's hard. For the persons watching, or I should say for the ladies or the women watching on the replay or here live this morning, and your moms, we felt discomfort during our pregnancy. But what kept us pushing forward? We were so looking forward to see that bundle of joy. Fathers felt discomfort too. Because when we are going through that discomfort, we'll probably make them feel uncomfortable too, right? But what kept them supporting us? They were looking forward to see that bundle of joy. Your journey is yours. Your path is yours. Stop comparing your chapter to someone else's. You may be at chapter 1. They may be at chapter 20. That's okay. You may never know. They may have to stop at chapter 20 and you both meet at chapter 20. And who knows, you may be able to move on to chapter 25 because there's something at their chapter 20 that they would need to deal with. But if you have never tried on your own, you would have never gotten there. If you got stuck comparing yourself at chapter 1, you would have never made it even past them at chapter 5. Good morning, Timaeus. Thank you so much for being here, sis. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Uncle Barry sharing. One of the biggest problems facing people today is that they worry about what other people will say, and that is why doubt comes into play. On point, Uncle Barry. We're all guilty of that. Oh my gosh, I don't think I can start a channel. What will my friends say? They'll think things are not happening for me in life. And so I have to go on YouTube. Oh, suppose one of my co-workers sees this and they'll say, oh, she doesn't talk in the office, but she's saying so much on her channel. So what? So what? You're not going to, I think Miss Jazzy, MC Jazzy was here yesterday morning, and she said so beautifully, you will not dim my light. You will not. I have the potential. I have a seed growing inside of me. I'm going to use my ambition, which is my drive, to water and to provide sunlight for my seed. You will not dim my light. My journey is mine alone, and your journey is yours. We wish each other the best along our path because we need to wish each other the best. We need to encourage others. We will get nowhere if we don't. Thank you so much, Timaeus. Appreciate you. Remember, guys, please, if you're joining for the first time, remember to subscribe. If there's something this morning that is allowing you to regain your power and stand firm in your power, please share it with a friend. Please like this video if you're joining or passing through, or you're watching us on the replay. Thank you so much. Lena is saying it's for me today. She's sharing, I refuse to dim my light. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good morning. Good morning, sis Journey. Good morning. You're in your bed listening. Appreciate you, my sis. Appreciate you. You will not dim my light. I refuse to dim my light. So therefore, I have set a boundary. I have set a boundary. If I have said I refused to dim my light, I have set that boundary. So you will not be allowed in my space. And I will not compare myself to others. Uncle Barry sharing positive energy. Don't look sideways. Don't look backwards. Just go straight forward. That's right. Roxy is blessing up Journey. Journey is greeting Team Mayas. Journey is blessing you back, Roxy. Everybody is greeting each other. Thank you so much for being here. Let's also look at being a practical listener. Let's look at connecting our ambition with our potential. If you can write it down. If you can take a mental thought, let's visualize. Let's visualize 2 columns. One says potential and one says ambition. And you can also do this exercise later. One says potential, one column says potential, one column says ambition. I know we're a little bit over our time. I do appreciate that. We are very intentional about our time by staying on our hour. But bear with me a little this morning. We're almost wrapping up. Under your potential, list your skills, your natural talents, and your strengths. Under your ambition, list your goals and your dreams. Now let's start connecting the dots. What talents can you fuel? Or which one of your talents can fuel your goals? So remember, you have 2 columns. Your potential and your ambition. Under your potential should be your strengths, your natural gifts, and your skills. Thank you so much, Blue. And under your ambition should be what are your goals, what are your aspirations, what are your dreams. Start connecting the dots. Which one of your talents can fuel your goals? Where are you strong enough to start? Can you start by using your natural talent, one of your skills? Where do you need to build your skills? Where do you need to build your skills? Do you need to take a course? Do you need a mentor early on in your journey rather than later? Where do you need to build your skills? So think about doing that exercise. You can come back to it later, but that's a very good exercise to write it down. It gives you clarity to what's the difference between your ambition and your potential, and where you need to connect the dots to align both. If you have potential alone, you get stuck in your comfort zone and you will not be able to reap rewards with potential only. When you align it with your ambition, that's when you put your natural capabilities, skills, and talent into motion and reap your success. So let's close by looking at our major takeaways. Potential is your gift. It is what you can do. Important there, and emphasis there is on the can. It is your gift. It actually is your gift. But there's a big emphasis there on what you can do. Ambition, on the other hand, is your choice. Thank you so much, this journey of my life. Thank you. It's the fuel that will push you forward. And then to bring it all together, we need a bridge. And that's where the action comes in. So potential on this hand is my gift. I have that seed growing inside of me. It's something that I'm capable of. I know I can do it. You know you can do it. But then ambition on this hand, my other hand, is my choice. I will now need to choose to fuel my potential, to push myself forward, to go for my goals. But what is that bridge? What is that bridge that I need? Action. I need action. It gets me from where I'm at into my comfort zone to where I need to be in achieving my goals. Never ever settle for someone who could have been great. You'll never hear LeBron James's name in the history books of being one of those basketball players that could have been great. He found the balance with his ambition and his potential. Uncle Barry sharing, he says, go for it. You can do it. Yes, and that's one of the positive affirmation, Uncle Barry. And we went through that as well last episode. If you're listening on the replay and you haven't caught the other episodes as well, I do encourage you to catch up when you have the time. That's a positive affirmation Barry sharing. Go for it. You can do it. Tell yourself, I can do it. I'm taking the first step today. Don't settle for being someone who could have been, emphasis on could, who could have been great. Be great. Be the person who lived up to their potential. Be the person who dared to chase their dreams. Remember, we all have the power to transform our life. We all have the power to transform our life. Transforming our life is not something that we need to search for somewhere, anywhere out there. It is inside of us. And that is why when you choose to spend your time here, whether live, whether just to stop by, we're using this hour of power to motivate each other, to to inspire each other and someone else, and to empower ourselves and others, and to know that that power that we will reclaim every day lies inside of us. And I hope, based on what we went through today, in some way it has motivated you to align your ambition with your potential and know that you need both. And you will not be able to do it without action. Do not stay in your comfort zone. Growth does not exist in your comfort zone. It does not. If this resonates with you, please share it with a friend. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Remember to engage and give this video a like so that it can be a blessing to others and continue to be a blessing to all of us. Uncle Barry is sharing. He says we got the knowledge to make changes in our life. We all can do it together with positivity in our lives. I agree, Uncle Barry. We all can do it. Stay positive, stay motivated, check your environment to remove obstacles and distractions and negativity. Focus on your own journey. Never compare yourself with anyone else. And know that you need ambition to fuel your potential. So I want to leave you with this morning and thank you again for being here. We are very intentional about our time. For the hour, I know we have gone over a little bit this morning, but I appreciate that, as I do respect your time that you stayed. Auntie Betty, good morning. We are wrapping up, but I know you always catch me on the replay. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to leave you with this morning. This has been the Hour of Power with Cares Royal. And let me leave you with this. Stay ambitious, keep growing, and you will reach your full potential. You will dare to dream by fueling that with your ambition, and you will be successful. Have an absolutely great rest of your Saturday and your day, your evening, your early morning. And remember, there is power inside of all of us. Not just the other person, in all of us, in you, in me, in all of us. Stay blessed, keep growing, work on your goals, reframe them to SMART goals, and we'll all see each other on the other side of success. Thank you so much for being here. Be blessed. God bless you all. Bye for now.